はい、眠いけど久しぶりにゲーム1杯できるのでやっちゃうよって人、こんばんは、シカです。今日はね、ユタジャズ戦やっていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。強いね、リバウンド。We'll have to keep our eyes on the center matchup break in this one. These two bigs bring so much to their respective teams.
Yeah, and when people thought centers were going extinct.
シーズン19.7 得点。
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Rockets.Here's Kessler, defended by Wembanyama. Here's Hendricks. Doesn't go that time. Good defense by Wembanyama. Pass to ABC. Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
セクストン苦手ですね。
Now, here's Sexton, guarded by ABC. Here's Markkanen. Solid play.
いいね、マルカネ。
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height. The D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Here's ABC.
出たな。ブラウン、スリーポイント打てたぞ。
Here's ABC, defended by Sexton. 4 on the shot clock. ABC passes to Wembanyama. Can't cash in the 10-foot shot. Here's ABC, defended by Sexton. Siakam passes to ABC. Wembanyama left side. That doesn't go for Wembanyama. And here's Utah. Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
Now, here's Siakam. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game, and they call it
illegal screen.
To see how teams are faring across the league.
スパーズが5位ですね。ホークスが1位です。これがいつも謎。
They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And San Antonio, they have just done a magnificent job of building chemistry. Higher on this list than many people expected. One of the great stories thus far. And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Markkanen after the made shot from ABC. Here's Hendricks. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. 2 on the clock.
終わった。おこぼれ。
Here's ABC, and there's the drive. Got a piece of it.
And that's 6th man of the year hustle by Clarkson, outworking the shooter and just locking him up.
Poke loose. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Sexton. Great D that time from ABC.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. No problem knocking that one down. Wembanyama has got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And they just can't seem to get going
8対2。4点3リバウンド2アシスト。2スティール。
Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
San Antonio on defense.
ああ、イランファウル。
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Spurs leading by 4. To the middle.
はい、
And Wembanyama throws it down.
いいね。
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive season.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Sexton. We saw him with 19 points his last night.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
外すと。
Get it to go.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Sexton on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer.
それはしゃあない。
That exhale there finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
And stolen
Yeah,
by
but-
Sexton. Clarkson right side. And a beautiful
冴えとるね、セクストン。
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Kicks it out to Johnson.
おい、いい
Launches it.
ね。
Here's
こういうとこよ。
Wembanyama. Markkanen pulls it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough.
流れ引き戻されましたね。
Now here's
一
Markkanen.
気に。
Very solid
Hey.
contribution from him as he
こういう
averages
と
over
こ。
20 points a game. Johnson
いいね。
wide open, he fired. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
His confidence growing over time. The coaching staff encourages Keldon Johnson to shoot off the catch, and that's his shot.
Outside, Markkanen. Outside for Sexton.
でい。
The putback. It's
E.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's ABC. Defended by Sexton.
打てる。
Wide
いい
open
ね。
look for Wembanyama.
入らんな、こいつら。
Utah comes to this one after the win against the Lakers in LA.
Mental toughness.
シアカもちゃんと守れよ。 ええて。
They just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focus.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game.
4点差の4アシストにしている。交代。 5点勝ってますね。
Here's ABC. Defended by Sexton. And Siakam has it in the corner.
入る。
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Jazz trail by 5. On the court right now for the Spurs. The forwards Johnson and Sohan. ABC is out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Siakam in at the 5 down low. Here's ABC. Defended by Sexton. And a wide open look for Siakam. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Siakam's got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Markkanen kicks to Sexton. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's ABC. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Picked away. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Shooting foul. The whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
ABC, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Colin Sexton.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
5.3 リバウンド、5アシスト。
as well, just about 75% from the line.
it's
で
tipped. Here's ABC. And he cuts it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas,
いいね
that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Kessler.
で
After the basket by San Antonio. Going inside. Johnson that's for two, and it's San Antonio with another.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the
いいね
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Sexton.
スティールやばいなで
Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding
あーやば
after that.
Good bucket in no time at all.
この前の山内みたいな
His third bucket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the
38対
Jazz
23
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but
結構自力の差が出てきましたね
Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved.
7.32 番が8アシスト4
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Colin Sexton.
セクストン 36% のスリーポイント成功率
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Kessler. Here's Abaji. He's covered by Brown. Up and in on the way.
知らない
Abaji's got 5.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean,
Oi.
able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, ABC in the last matchup against the Rockets
あれ
had a huge night. He scored 23 points and his passing was a cut above with a ton of
7つの滞在の悪役
Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore.
さすがに
Kevin?
Kessler
だる
Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
San Antonio with the ball, following the bucket by the Jazz.
入らんか
Utah with the rebound.
何分の何
Kessler's
5分の
got
3
4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Sexton, and the layup's good off the glass. Sexton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he is just an explosive
9点差にまで8
athlete.
やつ
Sexton, not at all phased by the contact.
ABC passes to Siakam. Tries again.
いいね
And he sinks the layup. 10 points for him.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Here's Sexton. ABC grabs the board. ABC's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of ball.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now, here's Sexton. 7 points in the game. Now the pass to Kessler. Clock at 6. For 3.
ここで
Jazz working now with the good D by Siakam.
And the activity he shows around the rim is
Ah, that-
why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation.
I don't.
Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Sohan. It's
あーケスラー
Here's Abaji. He's covered by Brown. Abaji the pass to Markkanen. From 10 feet out, and he nails the jumper. Markkanen's got his second bucket of the game to go.
44対31。
that Markkanen has are just
9.5 リバウンド、9アシスト、4スティール。
everything. It looks good every time it leaves his hands.
San Antonio calls timeout.
交代。メンマ山が13点ですね。パス7。スティールが NBA 1。
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him has to get to position and beat him to the spot.
Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in at 2. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. That's the group right now for Utah.
なんでやねん。ターンオーバー5。きつ。
Here's Hendricks. Passes it to Clarkson. Here's Hendricks.
肩やな。
Hendricks has got 5 now.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Stolen by Markkanen.
それやばいな。
And now Utah fast break. It's tipped.
あ、いいね。
And stolen
6ターンオーバー。
Siakam. And now Wembanyama pushing it up with no one back to stop him.
Unselfish to the court. Johnson looking to make plays for others.
Jazz trail by 12. And Brown over to help. Markkanen against Johnson. Sexton for 3. ABC grabs the board. ABC's got 6 rebounds here tonight. He shoots again.
入らんもんな。
And Wembanyama with a nice bucket inside. He's got 17.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Down low. Hendricks passes to Markkanen. Basket counts.
8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Spurs leading by 12. Here's ABC. He's got 9. Richard, you know a lot about this subject. Wing defense. You were a great one. Stellar. Who's the best wing defender right now?
Thank you for acknowledging my quality defense there, Kevin. But to start and end the conversation with Drew Holiday, that's where it should be.
Wait.
Because look, he can guard an elite point guard and a scoring forward. He does so many things well. His hands are right. And I think the most underrated part about his defense is his IQ. It is off the charts.
Jazz trail by 14. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
ずっ
Here's
と調子
Hendricks,
悪い。
covered by Siakam. And
Ready.
stolen by Wembanyama. Here's ABC.
おい、いいね。
Nice speed that time from Wembanyama. 11 points for ABC.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in the rhythm of
あー、いらん。クソが。
Over and back, not watching for the line that time.
ターンオーバー7。
For him in just the last few
不可
minutes.
抗力4つぐらいあるけどな。
With the ball out there.
And the Jazz call time here. So here's one for you, RJ. Is there anyone in the league right now that reminds you of yourself as a player?
Now, if we're talking about me in my prime, and I hope these players don't get disrespected, but Jaylen Brown and Andrew Wiggins, just the way they play, some of the moves that they make, like I can see myself doing those things.
おい、
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. It's a 16-point game.
それは無理。
Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
And Wembanyama outside. ABC passes to Siakam. Just 5 on the clock.
おい。
And the all-around game of Siakam, solid depth and working the ball to open guys.
いいですね。
Jazz have gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third.
13点7リバウンド。ああ。9アシスト。
Slams it in.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama has this uncanny combination of size and skill. He says most bigs play basketball because they're tall. I started playing before I knew I would be this height. Since I was 5 or 6 years old, I always had a ball. I was built for this, I guess. All of what happens to me, I expected for myself. Kevin?
Yeah, a long road, DA. Thank you.
13.8 リバウンド9アシスト。13点がやばい。
Johnson outside. Here's ABC, defended by Sexton, and they pick up 2. ABC's got 6 points in the quarter.
Good read from Johnson. Every year he seems to improve as a passer.
Clarkson passes to Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot. Yeah, a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or play like this right in your face.
Now we're going to chance to check out the standing.
ジャズ結構強いな。
He's making a change here. Here's ABC. That's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, Hot Man is going for the juggernaut.
On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. Out there with ABC. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Wembanyama in at the center, locking down the middle.
Just a solid performance on the interior.
10得点10アシスト記録。
Off the charts. And I like that they're not settling, hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Well, players certainly have become comfortable, Richard, asking for trades.
いらんはる。
Too commonplace.
It doesn't happen too much.
17得点9リバウンド10アシスト。トリプルダブルですね。
So if we're going to say players, make sure we point out the stars. But loyalty is a two-way street. I remember Blake Griffin signing a 5-year contract with the Clippers, and the next thing you know,
入らんよな、セックスって。
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's ABC, defended by Sexton. Siakam misses.
こいつも。
Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's blocked by ABC, and they get it back. With the bucket. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's ABC. Wembanyama to free himself up.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard hitting up like that, boy, that is special.
They swipe it. Finishes the break with a slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball,
スティールでかいな。5スティールで10点やもんな。いやー、でかー。
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's ABC. defended by Sexton.
はい、トリプルダブル
The shot by ABC, no good.
下
For
か
Utah, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of this is just the one mate. Markkanen, good.
Just a positive force right now for these guys.
何分の何
As
16
though
分
his
の9か
team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And there's the call. It's
まだ
gonna be
か
in
け
the
る前になっとったやん
That's his first turnover of the game, and that only goes to show how well he's taking care of the ball to this point.
Marks and dishes to Sexton. Goes up on the block.
で
Rebound, San Antonio.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a
ってマジで
defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that
Touchdown.
reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final
Steal,
quarter
eh?
of regulation. Pass to Markkanen.
2スティールしたら
Back to Clarkson.
なんか歴史的にめちゃくちゃやばいやつやん
And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
いいね
That far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
So it's
Oi.
San Antonio now.
勝つよね
San Antonio leading by 22. To the inside. Wembanyama backed in off the glass. Wembanyama has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
で
Rejection by
で
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench.
Yeah.
If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
We're getting a chance to see Johnson's athleticism. This man can really get up and throw it down.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Sexton. San Antonio with the rebound. Siakam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's ABC.
Oi.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
うわー惜しいな
Siakam.
日本そういうのあるからな
Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
He takes it in, unloads from 13.
入らんかった
Off the left iron.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Inside, here's Collins and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
答えあと何 ?3 本あ、いいね
Now here's Markkanen. Defense is right there.
What the-
The shot by George, wide open. Here's Hendricks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Mason
Oi.
Plumlee's checked in for the Jazz.
Assist
And I've been
from
impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's ABC. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA? Greg, that 7-year deal just signed.
Oh, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of
あと1スティール
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Clarkson. Over Grant. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 5 on the clock.
おい来たね
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He
いい
continues
ね
to pound the ball. Here's ABC. And he jams it with
記録にも
Not
近いです
surprised at
よ
all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in clutch.
11スティールが最高
2 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
そんなやつおるスティールで2年目で塗り替えるやつ
Off the run, Wembanyama with the rebound.
惜しいけどないけるかは
For the lax coverage that time.
Here's ABC.
入らん
No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. There's a
やばウェンバンヤ
A
マ
defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the
25
hustle.
点11リバウンド
So it's both
14アシ
teams
スト
making
10スティール
substitutions here. To the inside. A good finish at the rim.
Hide it.
A slick feed.
Assist
Saw
goes
the
to
angles and led him right to the hoop
Lowry
with that pass.
Markkanen.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. So around the NBA, Richard, we've seen an uptick in injuries. More missed games.
On the court.
Why do you think that is?
Well, call me old,
あと
but I
1
used
ス
to
ティール
play
ぐらい
through
したい
the
な
minor leagues. You said it, Kevin. I've played 82 games 4 times in my career. I played 78 or more 7 times in my career. End of the day, you're not healthy for all of those games. It's about making that decision to push through and go play.
Assist
And as we
cross.
head to the final buzzer
ABC.
here, a crushing blowout, big time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for San Antonio.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win
あと
number
50
10.
秒
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
The one
50秒
player that
な
really
いもんな
stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for ABC.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
George with the bucket.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
ABC passes to Wembanyama.
はいね
Here's ABC. There's the triple. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. 30 points for ABC.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight.
And another
い
steal
や
for
ー来
him.
た
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and
118対
11
84
steals.
NBA 記録
The all-time benchmark for defensive fever.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one.
30点12リバウンド15アシスト11スティール
I guess they don't need home cooking to
やば
feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying that.
実況は再び何言ってるか分かんなかったです。4.3 スティールですね。